Hey everyone, it's Lindsay from My Crafty Plans. Today I'm going to be planning the week of March 1st in my memory planner. This is an Aura Estelle A5 wide cloud planner in the rose quartz color, and I do have a full setup for this linked down in the description below. So this was my big kid, my daughter's birthday week, and I'm going to be using this kit from Sticker Bloom, who's now Vanilla Paper Co. But this is an older kit. I bought this last year and for her birthday, but it didn't quite come in time, so I'm going to use it this year. Super, super cute, and it has like this tea party vibe that I just thought was really, really pretty, and it's like pink and purple. It's got silver foil. So here are the full boxes. So she's done a little bit of a reformat since then. It's like largely the same, but there are some differences. So this kit is just so cute with all the silver foil and the pink and purple vibes. They're just really, really cute there. This is, of course, the bottom washi and the date covers, and I do actually have the headers for this kit as well, which are these sparkly star ones, and I actually think I'm going to mix these with some Simply Gilded washi headers. When I bought this, I didn't really have too many of those, but over the past year I've accumulated a lot of them, and I have like so many colors that match the colors on this kit. So I am just going to pull out these pages and jump in. So like I said on the intro, this was the big kid's birthday week, and that this is our second birthday week in a row. My baby and my oldest, their birthdays are actually only like 4 days apart. One is right at the end of February and one is in the beginning of March. So we had another celebratory week. We had another like mini family only party this weekend celebrating both the baby and the big kid. We split these ones over the 2 weekends between, like, we did my husband's family last weekend and we did my family this weekend on Saturday. And then we also started this process of the birthday gifting from my husband and myself for the kids this weekend, which we got the big kids. We decided to get them fish for their birthday. They like really wanted a pet. We're not ready for pets. I like don't even really know if I'm an animal person, although I did have dogs growing up and I do remember that fondly, but I think it's a little bit different when you have to be the primary caregiver to the animal, and we still have like the baby, and I'm not ready for that kind of commitment yet. So anyway, we decided to get fish, and we decided to do it like with the whole tank set up, not like, put some goldfish in a bowl, which we thought would be hardier. But anyway, this weekend we started the process. So we bought the tank and set it up. You're supposed to like leave the tank set up for like at least a few days before you start buying fish. And then the week after this, like the next weekend after this, which has already happened in real life, but has not happened in my planner yet, we went and let the kids pick out the fish, and they let them pick out the decorations and stuff. We ended up spending so much money, like almost $200 on this setup, like less than $5 of which was the fish, by the way. So it's like all of the other equipments and stuff. And I like really like enjoyed the tank a lot more than I thought I would, and whatever. Anyway, these fish lasted under 36 hours, like just done. We felt so bad. My kids are like running into preschool being like, our fish died. Anyway, yeah, so that's what happened with that. We are now currently on take 2 of fish. We like got the water tested. We like redid some of the setup stuff. This whole thing. And now I have 2 new fish living in the aquarium. Hopefully we will have better luck this time, and these fish will have long and happy lives. But anyway, that was our little birthday drama. The kids were completely unfazed and untraumatized by it, but were, definitely running to tell their friends about it. Anyway, other than that, I was just really busy with work this week. And this one was actually totally my fault. It wasn't like I had too much going on or stuff. I had just like really procrastinated doing this one thing, and then I was like just trying to get it done before this woman that I work with sometimes went on maternity leave. So I was just having to really hustle in the beginning of the week, like Monday, Tuesday, and a little bit on Wednesday night. I like ended up having to work all 3 nights, but then it calmed down later in the week, and now things are like super, super calm right now. I'm like in between projects, so I'm just taking some time to relax after that. But yeah, so that was pretty much all of the basics of this week. I did actually originally buy this kit for my big kid's birthday last year when we were like still allowed to go places and stuff. And I took her and my best friend and my best friend's daughter. The 4 of us went to like a tea party before the baby was born, and I was going to use this kit that week to celebrate that, because we went to like this really cute like full tea service place with the 2 little girls. It was so cute and it was super, super fun. But yeah, the kit didn't come in time. This was actually my first ever order from Vanilla Paper Co., who used to be Sticker Bloom, and I didn't realize like how long things take to ship from the shop. Now I know, and I still like really love ordering stickers from there. It's just like a really good price point, and the stickers are really high quality. The foiling looks really nice. It just takes a really, really long time to ship. So this ended up coming way, way, way later than the birthdays, etc. So I just saved it, and I was like, well, Ma probably use it at some point in the spring next year. Maybe we'll have another tea party. We didn't have another tea party, and my big kid is not as into tea parties as she was last year, but I still decided to go ahead and use this for her birthday. I thought it was really cute, like very super girly vibes. It had a little cake on it. This was a fun weekend. This birthday, it felt like a little bit more chill because my mother-in-law wasn't there making balloon animals for everyone, and we used the same cake 2 weeks in a row. It was like my daughter had requested an ice cream cake, so I made her like this really gorgeous pink ice cream cake that was also delicious, but we only ate like a quarter of it at the first birthday party because I had made like a separate smash cake for the baby too, because I wasn't sure like with the ice cream. I mean, she can eat dairy and stuff, and she has had dairy, but I just wasn't sure like how she would handle the ice cream, and I wouldn't get like those really cute smash cake photos if it was really cold. So I made her a separate smash cake, and then we had like a quarter of the ice cream cake left, and I mean 3/4 of the ice cream cake left. So I just decided we just kept it in the freezer over the week, since ice cream cake lasts for a really long time in the freezer, and we just kept it in the freezer and then just turned it so that you couldn't see the missing piece in photos when we took pictures again this week for the birthday. So anyway, I did recycle the cake, but nobody seemed to mind and everybody enjoyed it. And I'm actually we still have a little bit of cake left, and I've been slowly enjoying it. Sometimes the frosting is like so sweet, but if I just like cut away the frosting, and then sometimes I'll add like a little bit more ice cream on top, because I like a really ice creamy cake. Is really just then it's just like ice cream with like a little bit of cake mixed in, but it does have like this really delicious graham cracker crunch layer that I made in the middle, so I do enjoy that. But yeah, anyway, I just am just like trimming off a little bit of the tail ends of some of the washi headers. I find that the perforation on these is mostly good, but sometimes it airs a little long, which obviously is better than airing a little bit too short. So sometimes if they look like hang over too far one side, I just end up like trimming them off slightly just so that it looks a little bit more even. But yeah, so that's what I did with that. And then it always makes me so happy when I have a floral Simply Gilded washi that like exactly matches with the kit. And this one was so perfect. It's like really just matches so well, and I love the way it looks. I love the floral washi so much. I think they're so gorgeous, but they are kind of hard to match with the kits, so I do like tend to use them a lot in my bullet journal and stuff like that. But it's if I have a kit that matches with a floral washi, I'm definitely going to use as much of that floral washi as possible. So I did go ahead and use this. And then I was watching a plan with me recently from Andrea from Scribble Prints Co., and I totally forgot about this trick, that if you like stick the sticker to your arm before you put it on the paper, it pulls up off the paper much more easily, and so I've been doing that with the bottom washi like this, so that I can put the bottom washi down and then cut it after and pull it back up without ripping the paper. So that was a handy little trick. You can't see me stick it on my arm because my camera angle is not right for that, but that's basically what I did. As I stuck it to my arm, and then I put it down, and now I just can trim it down. I feel like the beginning part of this is way longer than usual. Either that, or I just don't have as much to say as I thought I did, because I felt like I was feeling so chatty when I sat down to record this, and I was like just thinking about the fish, and I'm really hoping that the fish make it this time. Anyway, since that is like, you have to like transfer them into the tank water like really slowly. Like you put the bag in the tank, and then you like slowly add water from the tank into the fish bag. It's like a whole process. So I tried to do like everything right. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we get to keep our fish this time. But anyway, I am using some more of that Simply Gilded washi on the sidebar. And then this, because I just had the mini kit, so I didn't have a Monday through Sunday ombre, but I did just go ahead and like find one in my leftovers stash. I've been like trying to pull aside like extra Monday through Friday boxes and extra like checklists and habit trackers, which I don't use in here, but I sometimes use in my bullet journal, and like save those in one of the sticker albums for when I like don't have that stuff, since I always use that in my sidebar. But now I mostly just buy full kits from Sticker Bloom, just because the price point is so low, and she does like really heavy discounts, and then that way I get everything I want. And then I just fussed with the sidebar so much, so I don't like the weekly checklists and that stuff to line up exactly with the heights of the full boxes, or like the full box that it's right next to, because I think that looks like too matchy. So I was like trying to get it to be off center of the full box, and I just kept going back and forth and doing different things, and just, I don't know why this took me so long to do. It wasn't like a new spread or whatever. And usually I feel like foil kits the beginning setup takes like so shorter to do, because you don't have to do overlays and all that stuff. Although in the Sticker Bloom kits, or the vanilla paper coat kits, I mean, not all of the full boxes are overlaid. So I did use like a couple of overlays, which I will do after I eventually finish the sidebar. I did like add in a few of those to just, kind of make it extra sparkly, especially since it was a birthday week. And I actually had some New Year's Eve ones that I felt like kind of matched with the birthday vibes. So I added a quote box to the one at the top, or I will add a quote box from the top that says "Cue the confetti," and then like I used like the sparkly one from that on one of the full boxes, and it's actually like a little bit of a more hollowy foil than the silver in the kit. But like I said, I always say a hollow and silver, to me it looks close enough that I can just match it. And somehow that doesn't drive me crazy, but like having the rose golds that are so different, like the Scribble Prints Go Really Pink rose gold, and like a regular rose gold from like Art Box Stickers or Rose Color Days or whatever, those I can't take together because they like clash, but hollow and silver together doesn't bother me at all. So whatever, just go figure. I think just because like a lot of my washies are hollow too, and I just store them together. It's just, I feel like the hollow shift in like most hollow foils is like pretty subtle, and it looks very similar to just silver foil. But yeah, anyway, it was a really nice birthday week, and it's actually my mom and my big kid have the same birthday, so which is like, it's super random, and I always think it's really cool and weird when stuff like that happens. And actually we have a couple of birthday duplicates in like my extended family, which is really weird, and I don't know how that happens, and it's my first was 2 weeks early, so it wasn't even like we were not expecting it at all, because it was like a first baby, and people always say like first babies come late, and then she was 2 weeks early, born on my mother's birthday. So it was like a birthday twin surprise. I texted my mom at like 5 a.m. My water broke like rather dramatically, like movie dramatically, and I was like, hey, you're getting a birthday twin. And my mom was like, wait, what? Anyway, because I was only 38 weeks pregnant. So that was that. And then that ended up being my shortest pregnancy of the 3. Each of my pregnancies was longer than the one before. And then I actually kind of figured with my last that she would be born in February, because my due date was March 1st for that one, and all of my other kids had been born before their due dates, or both my other kids, I should say. And she was like, came in just a few days before. So like my first was born at 38 weeks, my second was born at 39 weeks, and then she was born like almost at 40 weeks, but not quite. So anyway, we almost had 3 March babies, but the last one snuck in right at the end of February, and 2020 was a leap year, so she would even had like a little extra wiggle room to be into February. So we definitely would not have made it to March, which actually, like, everyone was like, oh, wouldn't it be cool if she was a late baby? And I was like, well, if we're going with that, I think I'd rather have her just be March, so I can say all 3 of my kids are born in March. But then I was like, but I don't actually want to be pregnant that long, because like the end of pregnancy is so rough. And I was just like, I don't want to see my due date. Like, I've never seen my due date before. I don't want to start now. But my due dates were March 17th, March 31st, and March 1st, something like that. And then my son was born like towards the end of March, but not quite that late. And then my big kid is the beginning of March, and then the baby is at the end of February. So I did all have like them all super close together, and then, which always means you get, oh, is that on purpose? And the answer is sort of. The second one was like not on purpose. We had actually been trying for like about 6 months, and I was still nursing, so it took a little bit longer to get pregnant. But then with the third, we figured since we already had 2 March babies, we would go for the third March baby, and ended up
the timing ended up being just slightly off. But anyway, on Monday I did my regular work and then just like a bunch of like laundry house type stuff. And then I had like a really long FaceTime chat with one of my friends, and the baby semi-participated in that. I was just home with the baby on Monday, and then I had like a little bit of a meeting in the afternoon. Basically, I was like working on this quarterly thing that I do like once a quarter, and then also like trying to finish this other thing before, like related to my regular Monday work, before this woman went on maternity leave. So I was like trying to get both of these two things done at the same time. And I really should have started like doing them the week before, but I just like kept putting it off and putting it off and putting it off, the quarterly thing. And then I like eventually started it like the Sunday before this. And it was just like, I mean, I got it done, so it's fine, but if I had like timed myself a little bit better, I would not have had to work like 3 nights in a row, which I don't like to do, but I just really like the motivation to start sometimes. It's just so hard. And then I was just fussing with that, like, what are the half doilies? I really like using those, but I always like stress myself out about like fitting them in. So, and whether or not to use them like right side up or upside down. But so that one I used upside down, which I think looks really cute with the computer. Anyway, on Tuesday I slept in, which is really nice. And like, by the way, sleeping in means like 7:30. I don't remember the last time I saw, well, actually I do. We slept all the way till 8 after, like, not the day of daylight savings time change, like not Sunday, but we've been like having some really nice sleep-ins since then. I don't know, like the kids are catching up or whatever, but yeah, so that's been amazing. And then we played outside for a while. My son doesn't have school on Tuesdays, so we played outside. We baked some muffins, and then I had a quick work call about like the project that I have coming up. Like they were just like telling me about it and asking if I wanted to do it for work that's going to start in like early April. So I was like, yeah, definitely. I don't have anything on the docket for then, and I will be done with all of the stuff I'm working on now. So definitely. And then I just did like a bunch of work that night, and like because I had to get like this draft done by the next morning, like early, so that we would have time to like edit it and everything before it had to publish on Thursday. So I just hustled all kind of night, and then all the next morning as well. And then Wednesday was my daughter and my mom's actual birthday, so I'm just putting that in with this little hollow sticker sampler that I had there. And then my baby had her 1-year checkup this day, so I stopped and I had like enough time to stop. So I stopped and got a smoothie from like this smoothie place, and that does like curbside pickup, which is so nice. And then I took the baby to her doctor's appointment. And then she took a super long nap after getting all of her 1-year shots, which was great because then I was able to like finish all of the work that I had to do related to like the draft and all of that stuff, and get everything over for editing and all that kind of good stuff. And like we got everything finished up by like early the next morning. And then we just had like kind of a not great evening. The baby was super cranky after her shots, and I was just like really stressed from having like worked so much the past couple of days, and then just still working, and just like tried to relax, but was just like all like, rah! Anyway. And then on Thursday I did get my thing published, so that always feels good, like when you finish something, and it came out really nice, so it's all good. And then we went over to my dad's because my cleaning people came on Thursday, which is like a great way to end a stressful period, is then you don't have to worry about the house. You just come back and it's like nice and clean, and all my work was done. So just feeling super great on Thursday. We got pizza for lunch at my dad's house, and then I had like this final call with like the final go live on this other thing that was like the other project that I had been working on. So that was like all good. So literally everything finished on Thursday. And then that night I finally hung out with my husband, watched some TV, and we ordered Korean takeout for dinner, which was super delicious. And yeah, so it was just really, I was like feeling really great by the end of Thursday, and just love and life. And then on Friday, of course, nobody slept. So then I was not loving life on Friday. No, I said it was a fine day. But the baby was like really, really fussy for a few days after these shots. I think she was getting like a tooth at the same time. Honestly, I feel like she's not a great sleeper to begin with. Like definitely not, just not like a great sleeper. And then also she just like has seemed to be like a never ending teething situation going on. Like she's like way more teeth than the other kids had at this point. I don't know. My first baby got like, the big kid got like 2 teeth at 4 months and then no teeth left, like no more teeth until she was like well over a year. So, and then my son got his teeth like super, super sporadically and out of order and very late, which the dentist was like, actually that's good to get your teeth late because then that's like less time for them to get cavities on their baby teeth. So anyway, I don't know. I don't know if that's, well, that makes sense to me. But anyway, this baby has got teeth like way earlier than the other kids. Like, anyway. And then I just did some filming, chilled with my planners. My husband went grocery shopping so that I could finish like making stuff for the party. We just did like breakfast stuff for this one. Honestly, like my family's way harder to cook for than my husband's family because mine's like, oh, like, this one doesn't eat this and this one doesn't eat this, and like I mean, not like that they like complain or whatever, but like trying to be like inclusive of all of that stuff. So it's way harder to cook for my family than my husband's family. And we usually do like a lot more just ordering from places and that kind of stuff. But anyway, I made like a breakfast thing because everybody will eat breakfast. So yeah, I made like a French toast casserole and I made like an egg bake, like a frittata. I can't remember the word. I made a frittata, not a quiche, no crust. And so I just like prepped all that stuff the night before and then just hung out with my husband that night and watched some TV. And I don't remember what we were watching this week, if we were watching like anything specific. I don't know. We need like a new TV show to watch. So if you have any suggestions for like a good show to watch with like a husband, let me know in the comments below. I don't know. We're not like we really need a new show to watch. We've got nothing now. But anyway, then on Saturday, we just like party prepped, finished the cooking, got the balloons blown up, and rehung the streamers and whatever. And then we had the second birthday party Party part 2, not a second birthday party. It was a first and fifth birthday party, but second part of it. And then we had asked my parents to get the kids like a tent and sleeping bags for their birthday, as like they asked like, what they wanted to get instead of getting them like a million little toys. We're like, okay, we want a tent and sleeping bags. Like we're going to use it inside for now, but something that can be used outside for later. So anyway, they got them this like gigantic tent, like that could definitely fit adults too, and like sleeping bags. And they were so excited and just like really into it. And then we let them sleep in it that night. So they had to camp out together and they actually slept surprisingly well. They don't usually share a room or anything. And like when they do at the beach, they don't usually handle it super well. Well, they sleep fine and they go to sleep fine. They just usually wake up pretty early, but they did pretty well and they woke up at like 6:30. So it wasn't too bad. It's just like 30 minutes earlier than usual. But so anyway, that was really cute. And they were super into their little sleepover and that was really fun. And then on Sunday, we just had like a regular Sunday. My husband went out and bought the fish tank and so that we could get everything like set up in the gravel. And so, cause it takes, like I said, like a few days, not that it helped us the first time. So we did that on Sunday. We played outside. The weather was like, I think starting to get pretty nice. And then, and then I just did some planner stuff and I actually have been like setting up my bullet journal for the next week, Sunday night, like while I watch TV and just like relaxing like that. And I've been really enjoying that. I've done that for a couple weeks now. So I did that this week as well. So yeah, it was a really fun birthday week, or at least the week was really fun from Thursday on, a little stressful before that, but yeah. And hopefully our new set of fish make it. I will definitely keep you updated about that. If you have any fish tips, you can let me know in the comments below. But I'm really hopeful for this time. And I've I questioned the guy at Petco like so much. I was just like every little detail. Like, you need to let me know. I don't want to be a fish murderer. Anyway, and the next couple of weeks, I'm going to use some anytime kits. And then I'm going to go back for some more birthdays because my son's birthday will be at the end of this month. And then my birthday is like the first week in April, the first full week in April. So more birthday goodness coming up soon, but a few weeks of like anytime and home kits. You're going to see a lot of the kits that I picked up last year during my crazy home buying, like when all the at-home kits were happening, and I bought so many and then used almost none of them in like the spring and summer because I had like a lot of seasonal kits. So I have like a bunch of them that I'm going to use now this spring.
Okay, that is everything all finished up. I love how this came together, how it looks. It's so cute, and I love that this was like such birthday vibes, even though it's not like a full-on birthday kit. It feels very birthday-y to me for the big kid's birthday and for the girl's second birthday party. But anyway, let me give that a last wiggle for you. Super cute. Let me show you what I have left from the kit. I did use most of the functional stuff. I will say that I do prefer her reformat, which I think was only like a mild reformat, but did change like a couple things up. I do have a couple of full boxes left, and I used everything but the flags. And I did, of course, pull in a little bit of foil functional items as well. But that is everything for this plan with me. So if you enjoyed it, please give it a big thumbs up. I'd love it if you'd subscribe and check me out on Instagram at mycraftyplans to keep up with everything going on in my planners. Bye!